Welcome to another episode of the Influence Tribe here on this wonderful Friday. I want to welcome to all of our viewers that happen to be seeing this live on the influencetribe.com. So be sure to check out all of our past episodes on our podcast at the influencetribe.net. You can get all these recordings on iTunes. So if you're getting value from this, be sure to like, subscribe, and give us a 5-star review. So before I kick things off tonight, I got to ask, like I always do, Stephen, are you ready to become a massive influencer tonight?
Steve, can you hear us?
I can. I'm here.
Oh, good.
Okay.
Well, let me try that again. Stephen, are you ready to become a massive influencer tonight?
Steve, can you hear me?
I can. I can hear you.
Can
you
you
hear
Scott?
Scott? Hello, can you hear
I
me?
cannot.
Oh, how weird. Okay, but you can hear me, Miguel, right?
I can hear you.
Okay. Well,
Tech difficulties.
wow.
Gotta love it. This is a new one. This is definitely a new one. We've never had this particular one before.
Tell you what, I'll go out, Miguel.
Yeah, Scott's
and
screen is frozen.
all right, I'll go out and I'll come back in. How about that?
Okay, he'll be back in just a second. Guys, while Scott's over there getting his mic figured out, he just got a brand new set of headphones. He got a new headset just today, so maybe that's causing us a little bit of a tech difficulty. Guys, we're here with Dr. Stephen Sabo. He is a full-time emergency doctor and is building a business online, really making it work, hitting the leaderboards, absolutely crushing it in his business. I'm very interested to hear his story about where he came up, how he got into the industry, how My Lead System Pro fits in with that. He told me beforehand that he had a very cool MLSP story to tell us and share with us tonight. So looking forward to that. Before I bring him out and ask him to share his story, I definitely want to remind you all, if you're watching this on the influencetribe.com, guys, there's a yellow box on the page. It says, yes, I'm ready to get results. Yes, I'm ready to move forward in my business with a proven leader who can show me the path, guide me the right direction, and absolutely help you make more money, more sales, and hit the success that you're looking for in your business. With that, guys, I'm very pleased, grateful, and happy to have Dr. Steve with us tonight. Stephen, please come out. And for those that are not as familiar with you as we are, can you please just share your story, how you got in the industry, and just basically where MLSP fits in with all of that?
Sure, I'd be happy to. Scott, Miguel, I want to thank you both. I'm excited to be here. And as everybody just found out, I met these guys over the summer at our convention in Texas, and it was great meeting you guys. So who am I? Why am I here? Gosh, I'm an emergency doctor. Last night I was working, saving lives, and here I am tonight on a broadcast with you guys in California talking about network marketing and social media marketing. I got to tell you guys, it doesn't get any better than that. And I'm going to tell them the good news, guys, that I just told you. My daughter just got into college 2 hours ago, early decision, and I'm in New Jersey, and she's going to school in Los Angeles. So maybe I'll give you guys her number, just so you can kind of check after, take a look after her or something.
That could be bad. I'll get sucked into something. I don't know if I'll be a positive influence.
Maybe your wives. I'll talk to your wives or something.
Yeah.
So let me get started here. All right. So I'm an emergency doctor. So you'd think I'd be on a podcast talking about medicine or something, and here I am. So I've been doing this for 23 years. And one thing I learned is that I just wasn't spending enough time with my family, my wife, my 2 teenage daughters. And, you've heard that part of the story before. I think the emergency doctor part is probably new. But I realized I wasn't spending enough time with the family. So I thought there must be a better way. And in 2011, after I saw one of my colleagues burn out in the emergency department, meaning he did the night shift, he came off, he never worked again. And in emergency medicine, 46% of the people who do that as a doctor burn out. It's one of the highest rates of burnout in all of medicine. So I still like what I do, but I found that it looks like there's a better way. And I found network marketing in 2011. I did, guys, for those of you out there who's doing everything wrong, I've been there. I did everything wrong. I called my mother up. As soon as the guy left the house, I signed up for an energy company. And I went on for 10 minutes about saving money, rates, all this, and the line went silent. And I'm thinking, oh my God, my mother is thinking, I'm sure, what happened to my son, the doctor? You know, I'm talking about energy rates. So I did everything wrong. I bounced around with a couple companies. My last company didn't go that great, but I looked at the internet and I thought, wow, here's a great way to expand myself, because my family and friends just weren't interested in what I was doing. So I found the company, as we said, My Lead System Pro, and I started out with Instagram. And why did I do that? Because my teenage daughter said, Dad, you're already on Facebook. Instagram is forbidden for you. And so I took that as a challenge. And I like the fact that you have to post pictures or videos on there in order to get your message out. So when I started with My Lead System Pro, I had about 150 followers, and but they were mostly family and friends. And so I took the InstaLead Magic course, which you guys are familiar with. I took that, and I've grown my following using the techniques in that course to 12,500 followers. And that was using just the simple techniques, whether it's hashtags, whether it's consistent posting, which is so key in when you go online, and using, of course, attraction marketing. You know, I do webinars now. This is my last step that I've been doing with one of my coaches. And I talk about attraction marketing, and I talk about unattractive accounts. And these are accounts out there that we've all seen that says, buy from me and join me. And this is not what we teach at our company, at My Lead System Pro. We teach providing value. So I've increased my following on Instagram using that. And I started a Facebook fan page, and I'm at 6,500. And the technique I used for that was Facebook advertising, like ads and other type of ads. So they complement each other. My following, my big following on each of those complement each other. And then what I did is I got my most recent coach, a coach that has been on here and talked to you about video marketing and about lead generation. And he's one of the tops. And he said, Steve, what we're going to do with you is we're going to get you leads. Leads will solve all your problems with prospecting, with closing, with all of that stuff. And he's right, because I created a lead magnet. For those of you who don't know what a lead magnet is, it's something of value to your target audience. My target audience is home business owners. So I created a lead magnet, how anybody can get 5 or more leads a day on Instagram in just under 30 minutes. I created that. I got a nice graphics on it. And I used, what's the name of that company online? Samurai, Content Samurai, to create a 60-second video. And I did a Facebook ad on that. And as of last count, as of a week or two ago, I've gotten 3,200 leads from that Facebook ad and lead magnet. And that ad has been seen by over 140,000 people around the world. And it's propelled me. It shocked me one day when I was checking on my coach. He's one of the top for leads in the company. And I was looking at that and I saw my name on the list because I had never checked that before. I had no idea. And so I made the leaderboard in the company. And I think there's over 100,000 people who have come and gone in our company. And to think that I'm on the leaderboard, I'm certainly in good company there.
Absolutely.
I'll just fast forward a little. I joined a new network marketing company early this year. And in addition to the coach we talked about, I have a great mentor out there, John, who I think is watching and listening because he's promoted this interview tonight. So he's helped me with my network marketing part of the business. and just been a tremendous asset. And by the way, coaches and mentors there are invaluable. I just got back from Eric Worre's GoPro Recruiting Mastery, and I think him and his wife spent $500,000 on coaches. They have about 10 different coaches for every aspect of their life. And I you know, you don't wait till you're successful to get a coach. You know, if you're failing algebra, or you're not doing well in algebra, you don't wait till, you know, you get a coach or a tutor at that time. So John's been great at helping me. And he's always told me that network marketing is much bigger around the world and in Asia than it is in this country. So I use the techniques that we're talking about here on Instagram, and I connected with a guy in Thailand, in Bangkok. And he decided to join the company, and we got him to go to the Asia launch of our company about 2.5 or 3 weeks ago in Macau. Macau is an island outside Hong Kong. So once he did that, I spoke to my mentor, and he said, you got to go there. Now, I've never been to Asia before. It's far. Let me tell you. Now, you guys on the West Coast, you have a 5-hour head start. 16 hours over the North Pole and back down. It's far. But the point is that I met him. I have an international team now in my network marketing business, and I have a friend out there who I told him, when you build a team in Bangkok, and by the way, our company's not even open over there yet, so we're pre-building. I told him, I'll be back out there with my wife, and you can show me around over there. And this would not have been possible without the mentoring, the coaching, and without My Lead System Pro teaching me how to talk to people and how to use attraction marketing in the right way.
That's awesome. I love that. Real quick, I just want to get a sound check.
You're an echo.
Who? I do?
Miguel?
What? Yeah, I'm good now. Something changed.
All right, you're good now. There you go. All right, you're clear.
Good. That's better.
Now let's do a check. Steven, can you hear me?
I can.
Oh, good. Great.
Okay, good. So normally, guys, Scott would jump out here and give the intro, but we skipped it a little bit. That's cool. I'm going to definitely ask you some questions, Dr. Steve, but I want to give a shout out to everybody that's out and watching this on Facebook. Guys, your comments, your hearts, your love, all of that is welcome. We definitely see your comments. You got questions for Steve, let us know. Just drop them down there. We'll answer them best we can. But we do see you. We love you. Thanks for being here. Dr. Steve, give us some of your best Instagram tips. What would you say has really made that strategy pop for you? Well,
again, attraction marketing. And one thing I always like to tell people is, don't mention the name of your company. Don't blab it out there all the time. That's not attractive. Okay? Mm-hmm. And so that goes with Facebook or with Instagram. Specific to Instagram, I like using hashtags because it draws people to you. So for example, I want to seek out home business owners, right? So there's hashtag Amway, hashtag Avon, those type of things, because the people that are looking for Amway or Avon may find me, and then they may find that I might be able to help them with their network marketing business. And by the way, I might add that the way I approach this is, first, I go after the home business owners to help them for My Lead System Pro for social media marketing. But as with, this is how I found Mark in Thailand, he asked me about my network marketing business. So then we took that conversation further, and he's my newest business partner.
Awesome. Awesome. I know you've mentioned target market a couple of times, a target audience. Give us some ideas on how to really identify your own target audience.
Sure. So I used to be in a weight loss company. Let's use that, for example, because I just talked about how I approach my present. So weight loss company, I think the best people for a weight loss company would be, obviously you want to tag people who want to lose weight. You'd want to find, so you might use a hashtag weight loss or something like that, and that could be researched. People who work with people who lose weight, who need to lose weight, such as, I think people are great with that, would be people in fitness centers, in gyms, trainers, these type of people. And then, of course, people looking to earn extra money. This would be stay-at-home moms, for example.
Awesome. So how do you target them, especially with Instagram? I know with Facebook and ads, we can pull up a list of billions of people that might have that interest. The Instagram is a little bit of a different animal, especially when you're just posting daily. Like how do we go about just pointing them out? Like just
hashtags is terrific, but then the other way of attracting people is direct messaging. So when you get a new follower on Instagram or really on Facebook too, what you really should do is look at their account, Facebook, Instagram, look at their account, see if this is somebody that you want to take the relationship a little further. If they're a business owner, if you think they need to lose weight, or they're a fitness trainer, something like that. If you're in that company, then you'd want to direct message them. You want to like their posts. And the other thing you want to do is you want to comment on their posts, because this will get their attention. And I was taught by one of my prior coaches, you should comment and like about 20 people a day. 15 to 20 people a day would be a good number.
Awesome.
Yep.
Very, very cool. Stephen, this next question, I really love this question. It's one of my favorites for sure. What do you consider to be your number one skill in your business right now? What's your go-to? What do you do when you know that you need to grab some leads, make some sales? What's your go-to?
Just the ability to connect with people. I've learned that, I've always been a people person in my full-time job in life. And some of the books that I've been reading have allowed me to better understand how to connect with people. And what I would say is that, when you meet people at a party or in person, you don't first slam them about, hey, you want to join my business? You would never do that. Why would people think online it's going to be any different? No, use form. Family, occupation, relationship, or recreation, those type of things. Find out about them. Find out about what they want, and then see if you can give them what they want.
That's a valuable point. That's a huge, huge point. I mean, it really goes back to that idea that, not everybody is going to be a fit for your business. They're just not. Some people don't know they don't like what you have. They're just not always a fit. So not everybody is your prospect. But when you find those ones, those folks that are a fit, and they'll tell you that because you have what they need. So it's a huge tip. That's a huge, huge prospecting tip for sure. So walk us through what's the next step after that? Walk us through how one of these conversations goes. And do you use any kind of way to follow up with those folks? Sure.
So I've asked them, I've tried to determine if I can help them. And I always say that to people. I try to find out, if I can help them and if they need help. And if they don't need help or something, I'll just talk about anything with them. And, I might end the conversation, or I'll just wish them luck. I always try to end any of the conversations on a good note. Just because they don't want to join my business doesn't mean I shouldn't be connected or be friendly with them. My gosh, you can probably learn a lot from people who, you're not doing business with by what they do or their successes that they have. You can give them tips, but they might be able to give you tips. I don't know if I answered the question. Did you say, how do you follow up with people?
One thing I've noticed, especially with prospecting strategy on social media, is you talk to a lot of people, and it's really easy to lose a lot of people very quickly. How do you use a system to keep track, or where does the conversation go from there?
Well, again, the more leads you have and the more people you talk to, if one or two or a few of them don't get back to you, you're really not concerned. What I do is, if I find that I'm having a really good conversation with somebody, I was actually out 2 nights ago with my business partner from my network marketing company. And I was conversing with a woman from China, from Shanghai. And I really would love to, keep connecting, especially with this thought in my head that I want international market and that our company is opening in mainland China soon. So I'm going back and forth as we're actually having dinner before we went to a basketball game in New York City. And I'm going back, and this is somebody I'm going to make a mental note and write down that I do want to follow up with. A lot of people, though, that I comment with. What's great about social media is you can make your comments 24 hours a day. You can't really call people in the middle of the night, or I think texting in the middle of the night is kind of rude too. Unless it's East Coast, West Coast, or something like that, and they don't know. But social media, listen, I can make a comment on your account right now, and you may not respond to for 2 days or a month. I've had people respond 6 months later. So I don't get upset when they don't respond. And again, like I said, if I find they're not happy with their network marketing company, I try to feel them. Have you ever thought of having your own business? Or, these type of just simple, low pressure questions. That's what I do. And the good people, like the Chinese woman, I'm making a note that I definitely want to, follow up with her.
Awesome. We got an audience question here for you, Steve. Manzer Young wants to know, who was the biggest influencer in your journey?
Hi, Manzer, first of all, and I just want you guys to know, Manzer, I signed up. He's one of my people for My Lead System Pro. And I want you to come to the company convention next year, Live the Dream, okay, this summer. I met up with Manzer and some of his network marketing company in Las Vegas a few weeks ago. So it was great to connect with him. So the number one influencer for network marketing would have to be, it's got to be Eric Worre. Just because way back at the beginning, I've been following that guy. And it's not to take away from coaches and mentors. And I've had 3 coaches and I've got a great mentor. But Eric Worre is just always given such great value. And this year he talked about duplication in the business. It doesn't matter if it works. It only matters if it duplicates, is his expression. And it's so true. If you just sign up the next guy, if he can't sign up anybody else or doesn't know what to do, it doesn't matter. So Eric Worre, just for all the value, and I've gone to 4 of the last 5 GoPro recruiting masteries. Maybe I'm a junkie with that. I don't know. But just great stuff there.
Awesome. Very, very cool. Well, Steve, thank you so much for coming out with us tonight. I'm so grateful. Scott's got the hard questions now, so watch out. These are going to be the tough ones. Can you hear? I just want to check, make sure Scott can hear you and you can hear Scott.
Can you hear me? Can you hear me, Steve?
I can hear you, Scott. Yes.
Okay, great. All right. Dr. Szabo, in the beginning, we all struggle. What is something that you had to overcome early in your personal business to succeed?
Well, it's the talking too much. They say you have 2 ears and 1 mouth for a reason. And so you should try to listen twice the amount of time. Sometimes I got off the phone with people and either they would hang up on me or they'd just say not interested. And I realized I talk for 75 or 80% of the time. And that's not what we're here for. We're here to listen to people. We're here to find out what they want, not what I want, what they want, and help them get it if you can. And if you can't, the point is to be honest with them or to refer them to somebody that might be able to help me. I referred people to people from other network marketing companies because I think that might be more in tune with what they're looking for. And I don't expect referrals back, but I just feel it's doing the right thing. So
right on.
Don't talk too much. That's my piece of advice.
Right on. What would you say is your proudest moment so far in either your network marketing or primary business?
Sure. It's got to be, using the My Lead System Pro techniques and recruiting the guy from Thailand. I mean, I pinch myself that, I didn't go to a medical conference in China. And by the way, 80% of that conference was in Mandarin Chinese. And no, I don't speak Chinese, but still, just that I become a leader and been able to grow my business internationally, that's my proudest moment. No question.
Right on. Can you go ahead and share with everybody 1 or 2 of your favorite quotes?
Absolutely. And, I behind the screen here, I have my board with my schedule and my quotes. And I have 2 of them up there. So if you don't mind, I'm going to tilt my head a little bit here.
Go ahead.
And I love this one. Many of life's failures are people who did not realize how close they were to success when they gave up. Thomas Edison. Mm. And the other one is in tribute to a woman who's always supported me, Maury. She was my best friend's mother, my mother's best friend, and like a second mother to me. And she passed away a couple months ago. And her son read this quote at the funeral, and it's an Irish woman: better a broken bone than a broken spirit. And Maury was one of my biggest supporters. And just thank you, Maury. It's just so true. When my mother would tell me no at a young age, Maury would say, but better a broken bone than a broken spirit, meaning go for what you want. And that's why I'm here with you guys today.
Awesome. Dr. Sabo, what is one habit that's helped you become successful in your business?
Consistency. Has to be consistency. So if you're on social media and you post once a week or once a month, you're not going to get anywhere. Me, I post, for those of you who follow me, you know that I post every single day, and it's quotes. I'm the quote guy. You know, people comment that they don't even know, and they're saying, I follow your quotes. And I message them this, I follow your quotes. I look forward to your quotes when I get up in the morning. And then I try to do 3 videos a week. I'll do Facebook Lives. I will do other posts, but consistency. You want to be out there every day.
Gotcha. And you're doing this while you're having a full-time job, and you're also fitting this into the nooks and crannies of your existing life, correct?
Correct. Full-time. I work full-time.
That's awesome.
And we don't work 9 to 5. You know, you can imagine. We do days, evenings, we do overnights. I'm flipping the schedule all the time.
I know I can relate to you. I've been an emergency medical technician for 16 years. So I know exactly the hours and the craziness that goes on and how it just kind of like goes on. Yeah. Moving right along, leaders or readers. So what is 1 or 2 books that you can recommend? These could also be audiobooks, for instance.
Mm-hmm. I tell my teammates all the time, the people that I'm with, my mentor has a book that we're assigned every month. My coach talks about books. The Magic of Thinking Big was a book when I first started with my mentor. And it's a terrific book, especially since I never used to think big. I mean, if you told me I would go to China to this thing, I would, I'd say you're nuts. But I have a vision. I recite my vision every day. And The Magic of Thinking Big has gotten me to absolutely set my goals much higher. The other book that I love Robert Kiyosaki. So his Rich Dad, Poor Dad is great, but Cash Flow Quadrant really put a lot of things in perspective for me. Just to know, about having a job, having your own business, being a business owner, being an investor, the 4 quadrants really put a lot of knowledge in my head, and not only for where I am, but where I want to be. So I love those 2 books. They're great books.
That's great. Can you share with us a moment that you've experienced in your business? You were struggling, and then you had that breakthrough moment, that aha moment that people talk about. Can you share with us what that was?
Sure. I'm going to give credit to my current coach right now from My Lead System Pro, the video marketing guy. And I'm going to give credit to him because when as I said before, I told him I'm struggling, and not that I know everything, because I don't think anybody knows everything. I tell people, for example, as an emergency doctor, if you come to work thinking you know everything and you've seen everything, you haven't been doing the job long enough. And I think that takes me from a humble perspective to talk to this coach that I have now and tell him what I'm struggling with. How can you help me? What can you do for me? And so his suggestion that getting tons of leads would solve a lot of problems has proved to be true. And seeing my name, as I said, on the leaderboard at My Lead System Pro for lead generation was wow. I can do this, and I'm doing this. Here I am.
That's awesome. I want to just take a quick aside. Hold on, guys.
Just mute and unmute.
1 second.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Oh, I don't know what's going on here. Is that
There you
better?
go. Yep.
Okay, good. Something wrong with my connection. Anyway, we're just talking about leadership here just now, and I love that. It is so important, getting the coaching, getting the right mentor, getting around people, the right people that can absolutely shift your business. I would be doing everybody here a disservice if I didn't tell you, guys, the Attraction Marketing Summit is coming. There's 40 of the top leaders are going to be in this summit. You need to have a ticket for that. Get back to whoever invited you here, ask them for their link, get a ticket from them, because this is going to be something that you want to be a part of. I've never seen a collection of marketers like this in one place willing to share their secrets for free. It's blowing my mind. Anyway, if you're looking for the right mentor, you're in the right place. You found the right place. You've got the right people. You're dialed in. Stay connected. Get back to who brought you here. I just wanted to throw that in real quick because we're on that topic of mentorship and leadership, and it is so valuable and so important to everything we do. So I just want to throw that out there real quick, guys. Just make sure everybody knew.
Miguel, any final questions for Mr. Dr. Sabo here before we go ahead and put a bow on this tonight?
I do not. I know you have a couple more questions, right?
Yep. We got two more.
Good. Well,
okay.
Go ahead.
We have the $1 million question here. So are you ready for this?
Okay.
All right. You've lost all your income, but you have all the knowledge that you currently possess. So if you had to start all over again, what would you do in your business to start getting immediate results?
Well, let me say that's simple. It may not be easy, but it's simple. Because what we teach at My Lead System Pro is to brand yourself. And I talk about that all the time. The company talks about that all the time. I always tell people, if your network marketing company shut down, where would you be? You know who the people are that follow you? And most people don't. And I've got 3,000 leads on my email list. So what I would do is I would tell them exactly what I'm doing. That's what the beauty of branding yourself and what we teach people here is. The fact that you've got your own list. It belongs to me. And if my network marketing company were to shut down, I would still be able to market to these people, no matter what it was that I had. And I would still provide value on the social media accounts like I'm doing right now.
Gotcha. Can you go ahead and give us your parting words to our audience, or some wisdom or best advice, and how can they get in contact with you?
Sure. So my parting words, I'll keep it very simple. I mentioned it before, is be consistent. If you're going to use social media, don't slam people with your network marketing company. Don't even put the name. I don't even put the name out there, because what's the first thing people are going to do? Google. They're going to Google it. And what do they find? You could have the best network marketing company, and most of them are terrific. But when you Google it, it's scam. This is terrible. That's terrible. It's just, you gotta avoid that. So those are my tips for you. What was the other question?
How can our audience members get in contact with you? What's the best way?
Sure. So if you just remember that I'm a doctor, Dr., and then Steve, Steve. Last name is Sabo, S-A-B as in boy, O. That's my Instagram, my Facebook fan page, and my website. So it's drstevesabo.com. You can message me, and I do prefer direct messages or Facebook Messenger, because it gets separated out. I get a lot of comments, and it can sometimes get lost. So feel free to message me, or you can email me at drsteve, S-T-E-V-E, at drstevesabo.com. And happy to chat about whatever it is you want to talk about.
1 second, Scott, I got a comment.
Go ahead.
That is what Dr. Steve said there is absolutely true. And I know because I just did this yesterday. I literally saw somebody that had an opportunity. The first thing I did was Google it. I totally Googled it. I Googled the heck out of it. I probably knew more about what they were talking about than they did by the time. Like if I was going to go and work and sign up with that person, I already would have known what they were up to. There's no mystery. There's no mystery. But the one thing that would change that situation is a leader. A leader. People follow leaders. When you are the thing that they are after, that changes the entire game. It changes the whole situation. It's no longer the opportunity. I'm after that leader. I want to work with Dr. Steve. That's what I'm talking about. That's the difference. So great point. Right on, guys. I just had to get that out there because I just did that the other day, and it's so true.
and can I just add to that?
Yeah.
And another expression that I love is people do business with people they know, love, and trust. Okay? They don't join the company because of the company. They join because of you. And remember that. So you connect with people, and then these are the people that want to buy from you and want to join you.
That's it. Awesome.
Yep. Well, folks, we want to thank you for coming on tonight and being with us. Dr. Steve, thank you so much. Again, you are definitely a massive influencer, so thank you for coming on tonight. And folks, you are the product of the 5 closest people you hang out with, and you've been hanging out tonight with the Influence Tribe. So we want to thank you all for coming on, and God bless you and good night.
Thank you, guys. Bye-bye.